Very pleased to be joined now on Hockey North by Erin Ambrose, fresh off the ice at practice in Montreal. Thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you very much for having me, Rob.
Well, let's talk about your home opener. I know the result wasn't exactly what you guys wanted, but talk to me a little bit about finally getting to play at home. Your team had to wait a while. What was it like finally skating out on that ice? And not only that, making a little personal history, you scoring the first ever home ice goal for Montreal. What were those two things like for you?
Uh, Still hard to put into words. I think we all were so excited about Saturday. We kept saying it was the best for last for the home openers, and it truly was. The fans here were unbelievable. Just the walkouts that we had at the beginning of the game when all of us got introduced, it was so surreal. To have my family here was pretty special. And then, like you said, a very disappointing end to it. I felt like obviously we had that goal called back in overtime, which was disappointing, but at the same time, just a lot of really good things. I think things that we can kind of take moving forward and really be ready to go tomorrow night.
It just goes to show it doesn't matter what gender's playing hockey. We still don't know what goaltender interference is because I don't know if that should have been called back, but that's just me. You know, Erin, we've been poking and prodding this league since the announcement was made 6 months ago. The good, the bad, the surprises. You've had 5 games now under your belt. Has anything really surprised you early on, either on or off the ice?
I think as somebody who I wasn't able to play in the games in Utica, so the physicality has definitely surprised me, but in a good way. I think we're all starting to figure it out too. I think the first game in Ottawa was definitely a little bit of a smack in the face in more ways than one. But I think it's something that is taking our game to the next level to be able to show off our strength and our physicality truly from what we do off the ice to be able to do it on the ice and really portray that. I think has been really great for our game. And I would just say the consistency of our teams, like it's going to be a tight race all the way through. I mean, we're on game number 5. Some teams are on game number 3, and everybody seems to have beat everybody. So I think it's pretty special to see how tight this race is going to be all the way through the season. And it just goes to show you that every game you're going to have to be on your A game that get a win.
Got to ask you about one of your teammates, Marie-Philip Poulin, who you're very familiar with. She has done something we haven't really seen. She had a long, super long goal drought of 2 games. The internet kind of went crazy. Everyone, now that you have one professional league, everyone's analyzing it, saying, what's wrong with Marie-Philip Poulin? Well, you helped her finally get off her schneid and score her first goal of the season. Then she added 2 more for good sake there. But you know, just talk a little bit about her, what she brings to this league, just how good she is. And were people just over-exaggerating with this what's wrong with Marie-Philip Poulin thing?
Short answer, yes, they were. But I think this is my favorite question because anytime anybody ever asks me about poo, I never run out of things to say. There is never enough good things to say about Marie-Philip Poulin. She is our captain. She is our heartbeat. She has an ability to bring out the best in people every game. And whether she's going 2 whole games without scoring a goal or she's scoring a hat trick, she's making the people around her better on the ice. I always say that every goal that she scores that I assist on, I just give her the puck. Like, I don't need to do much other than put the puck into her hands and something magical is going to happen. You truly cannot give that player a bad pass. So I think just her having the puck in her hands is something that's going to make all of us a lot better. So I try to do that as much as I can.
You know, this league is full of star power like Marie-Philip Poulin, but I find that a lot of fans are still getting to know some of the players maybe they're not that familiar with. So I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who's the most underrated player on your team?
Well, I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to go with Katie Taven. Katie Taven, my D partner for the first couple of games, played in the PHF last year, and she's a big body. She can shoot the puck. She's going to continue to play big minutes for us. She makes my game super easy to play with her. So, going with Katie Taven.
Perfect answer. One more before we let you go. You know, this league has given a lot of young girls and a lot of young hockey players something to strive to. You know, there's now a professional league. You can play professional hockey, which is obviously big for those young girls. I know you've always been very vocal with your issues with mental health and getting the help that you need. How important is it for you to be part of a league that not only gives these young girls, you know, somewhere where they can possibly play hockey in the future, but to let them know how important it is to work on your mental health on your way up to the PWHL.
Yeah, I think it's something that I take a lot of pride in. I always talk about being more than just a hockey player. And now as a professional hockey player, I think it's more important that I do that. So I appreciate you asking that question. I appreciate you bringing it up because it's not just about what I can do out on the ice. I always talk about being a person that people can go to in the dressing room. And I always put people's happiness usually above mine. And as much as I love doing that, I also need to sit back and kind of remind myself what I need to do. And I think this year more than ever, my identity is a hockey player because that is my profession right now. So making sure that when I'm away from the rink, I'm doing the things that I need to do. I'm spending time with people that make me happy, that bring me some joy in my life and kind of let me segregate myself away from hockey because it can't be hockey 24/7. It's not healthy. It's not who I am. It's not who we are being. So as much as I can throughout the year, throughout the rest of my career, I would like to continue to talk about it and have this conversation. So I appreciate you giving me the platform to do that today.
We appreciate you giving us the time after practice to chat with us. Thanks so much for doing this. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.